I'm in Queens, New York. I've tried Bel Air Diner's menu, and I've discovered that the problem here lies with a feuding family.
Two brothers at war and a diner failing miserably.
Me and Cal don't work together well because he's stubborn. I do think that people see me as like lazy. You know, they can think what they want. You know, I can run circles around people. Hello.
Are you Peter?
Peter.
You okay? You look a little bit surprised. You all right?
All right.
Why are you saying all right? Walking into your mum and dad's restaurant with a nice big chunky Rolex on. Why aren't you feeling better than that?
I don't know.
You don't know. Let's deal with the elephant in the room. Why aren't you in this business working hand in glove with your brother?
I don't feel like I'm respected as a brother.
Are you unappreciated here?
I feel I am, yes.
Yeah. You've got interest elsewhere now with your fiancée, working hard for her business.
Yes.
Have you given up here?
I don't think I've given up here. No.
You love mum and dad?
Of course.
Mum and dad busted their ass off to get this thing. Now, for the next stage in their life, they should be taking a back seat, and the two siblings should be running this place. How does it make you feel when you see them chained to this restaurant still at their age?
It's...
Do you feel guilty?
Yeah.
But I think deep down inside you want to fix this place, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Continue mum and dad's legacy. And right now we seem to be embroiled in a mess. You guys are on different islands. There's no respect. Do you love your brother?
Oh my God. Sorry. Of course.
And this diner's been in your family for a long time. I would love for it to stay that way. And there's only two individuals who are going to make that possible. That's you and your brother. Cal, 2 seconds. I want to get some fresh air. But what I want to see tonight is both you running this place. I want to see it in operation, okay? See you shortly. Oh, boy.
I think the tension between me and my brother is a big issue. But going forward, hopefully our relationship gets better, but you never know what's going to happen.
Hi, for 3? Yep. Okay. Thank you. Enjoy, guys.
Almost full?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling anxious, apprehensive, all these emotions at the same time. And my goal has always been to be the #1 diner in the country. But I'm worried that I'm gonna choke under pressure, basically.
How are you guys? How are you? You guys ready to order or no?
Tater tots and cheese fries.
Tater tots and cheese fries?
Yeah.
Can I do the bacon cheese with blue cheese with fries? Give me a Southern Comfort, no barbecue. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, bye-bye.
I'm back. Hey, guys. I want to see how both brothers function during an evening rush at the diner.
Cal, that carnitas bowl wants a Riverview instead.
Give me a Riverview, Chris.
Just show me that
Let me
one
just
there,
throw this
please.
out.
What is that?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Oh. Is this what you opened 25 years ago? This?
No.
No. Oh la la. What did you order?
Grilled cheese, you can't tell, but...
It's not even melted. Just give me 2 seconds. Cal, grilled cheese. It's not even grilled. Do you know what I mean?
I'm at Basel 46 in New Jersey. I've tasted the food, and now I want to meet the owners.
How you doing, sir?
Hey.
How's everything, Steve?
Oh, Steve, Gordon, good to meet you. Hey, Sandy.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are
Nice
you?
to meet you.
Just want to catch up quickly. First of all, when I came in, I couldn't even get hold of the menu.
We haven't finalized our menu yet.
The chef changes his mind every minute.
This business is 6 months old. How on earth do we find ourselves in this situation?
We know how to do small size. Small size, it's more manageable. We took on a big project, and it's just getting too far out.
I thought we were getting to the next level doing this. We have 3 kids at home, a daughter in college. I wasn't prepared for this. I thought this was going to be a home run.
So what are we losing per month?
I think $15,000, 15 to $20.
This business is hemorrhaging money from somewhere.
Yes. The kitchen's sucking me dry.
I mean, how many staff have you got? What's the head count?
There's 5 on the line itself. That's a lot. 4 plus Bobby.
What does the exec chef cost a year? What are you paying him a year?
$100,000.
Holy,
Yeah.
it's 100 grand.
Yeah. I'll go to my office upstairs and just sit there and just be like, oh my God, this is crazy.
You can't dig your head in the sand and walk away from it.
I feel like it's out of my control. I can't fire him. I have too much time and money invested in him. So what am I gonna do? I feel like I'm trapped now, keeping Bobby.
What did you spend on the place?
It's
Too much.
It's over $1 million.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We don't even get paid.
What does Bobby hold? How much power does he have in that kitchen? Who purchases? Who
He does all the purchasing.
He does all that.
Yeah.
Steve, you're pouring money in, but no one's tracking where that money's going. It sounds like you're putting a lot of trust in the wrong guy. Sandy, you are 7 days a week or 6 days a week?
7.
Good.
I miss being able to just go and be with my kids and spending time with my kids. So it's a little tough.
There's some real basic flaws here.
I've fallen off. I know I have.
We've just opened. Right, let's have a chat at the back. I need to meet the chef and senior staff of this restaurant. So you're the manager? Yeah. To find out what's going on.
Bobby, we need you.
Gordon nitpicked everything that I sent him. That's my food. You're with the culinary gangster. Be careful how you approach me.
Ah, the gangster. Okay, I don't know where to start. But just on the arrival, the QR code. The poor kids at the reception explained to me that a QR code doesn't work, has never worked. Go to the website. It's embarrassing. Let's talk about the foods. You're the executive chef, right?
I am.
So why are you around with me with the tacos?
You ordered them.
You cut one up and send it back out to me like a smart ass having a joke. And you just throw so much on there because you're charging a fortune for them. How many customers walked out with boxes, Laurie?
A majority of our customers,
Every customer today.
yes.
Has anyone ever sat down and thought about portion size? People are taking away more food than they're eating. So I'm told that everything's homemade, everything's got authenticity. The mac and cheese was loaded with cheese sauce.
Right.
That's your special sauce, your signature. Do you buy the cheese sauce in?
Well, it's maybe partially homemade. You can't put-
Partially?
I add to it. I mix it with Cheese Whiz.
I'm in Wayne, New Jersey, at Golf Club Restaurant in the Dream. After a disappointing lunch,
It's just bad. That's terrible.
I finally met owner George, and it's time for some hard facts.
This business, it needs a manager, it needs systems, and it needs some vibrancy, George.
It's not like I don't want to do it. I'm here. I'm here all the time. I'm here, 7 days a week, talking to the servers, talking to public.
We don't even know when you are on site. Who's in charge of the kitchen?
I have Carlos.
Carlos.
Yep.
Guys, can you come and stand over here, please? First of all, you look tired.
I'm tired.
How long have you been working without a day off?
I don't remember that.
What? So you just come in every day?
Yep.
You're not a donkey. You need some time out. Who trained you?
Nobody.
So you haven't been trained?
No.
Oh my God.
I didn't get training, and it's hard for me. It's terrible.
How do you function with no direction?
So we usually follow Nadia's lead, or we just fend for ourselves when George isn't here.
Wow. George is full of crap. He turns up, he hides in the office, and then he sort of sporadically comes in and out, but there's no leadership in there. He's atrocious as a manager. This place should be packed. We should be full from the end of April to the end of September, and that should garner sufficient cash to get us through the leaner winter months. It is the middle of summer, but your restaurant's empty. Please get hold of Solange. I want to meet you both in your office tomorrow morning.
I've spent the night looking at the finances, and if we're going to help this restaurant, then George and his wife Solange need to hear some real home truths about what I found out.
Solange, how are you?
Hi.
Appreciate you coming over.
Thank you. I was wondering why I'm here.
First of all, I'm here to help.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
I've done my due diligence and I've worked the numbers and I've studied the business. Are you aware how much the business is failing financially?
I know we're a little bit in debt, but I don't know really how much. To tell the truth, he usually shuts down. He doesn't want to talk about it.
Are you worried about the business?
Yes, I am.
We have some huge bills outstanding.
Yeah, we do.
How big is the bill? How high are the bills?
Gotta be, you know.
Okay, just throw a number.
If I had to calculate all of the risk, all of the jeopardy and all the finance, it looks like we're in for just over $250,000.
Oh my God. Why you never say anything to me? I never thought it was gonna be this much, George. How are we gonna afford it? How are we gonna do it? It's always a to you.
You can't keep this lady out. If this business goes down, she goes down with it.
Like, I'm angry, George. I'm upset. You know, it hurts me that he wasn't trusting me. We're in this together. We should be helping each other.
Tonight, I want to see this business function. I want to see where are the weak points. Is that clear?
That sounds clear to me.
Thank you. George right now has got his head in the sand trap, and that's going to come back to bite him quickly if he doesn't pull his head out of his ass. This ship is sinking, and sinking fast.
I come to Dumont, New Jersey, home to Italian restaurant Da Mimo, and it's clear to see this family-run business is on a knife edge.
Can I just keep in
Absolutely.
all the team out? Yeah, everybody.
You got it. Antonio, Francia, outside, now, for Gordon.
So, Chef
Nice to meet you.
Francesco. Wow. Man, this place is a nightmare. There are ridiculous waits for food. I don't know how we get meatballs served in that silly bowl, ice cold. Pizzas. The middle was soggy, the outside was crispy, and the mozzarella was just processed. Do you like the food you cook?
No. I usually cook with the fresh ingredients. The product that is frozen is not a good one.
Honestly, the freshest thing I've eaten all day was that minestrone soup.
Because you use fresh ingredients.
And then after that, man, we absolutely plummeted. Melissa, why aren't we getting fresh ingredients?
I'm paying out of my pocket for everything because we don't have enough credit, and then we have bad credit because of all the checks that bounced. We don't have the money.
Customers aren't that stupid. They know better. It's killing the place. You buy your own ingredients, right?
Antonio go buy whatever you gotta buy.
You buy the ingredients. And so you manage, you run the pizzas, and you buy all the stock. How does that make you feel?
Like I'm drowning, I guess.
And I know you're not trained as a pizza chef, are you?
No.
You had an expert show you how to execute a pizza?
No.
How old are you now?
22.
22. As if the kid needs any more pressure. Melissa, what the are you doing? We're $500,000 in debts. We haven't got $1 in the cash register, a chef cooking frozen ingredients, and a young kid at 22 is shouldering the responsibility of the entire family.
I am overwhelmed. I know nothing about this. I'm in charge of things I've never been in charge of, and so I don't even know the starting point.
Can I have a word with Mum and son? Can you guys give me 2 minutes, please, in the kitchen? Sit down. Boy, we've got a work cut out. What the hell is going on? Help me out.
I don't know. I sit here and I literally go in circles and say, what are we doing? What are my options? What do I do? Do I just stop in my tracks and just close the doors and go, we're done? There's not a light at the end of the tunnel. This stresses me out more than going in line of duty. We don't have enough people coming in here.
You doing outreach to the community? How are you tapping into the locals?
Word of mouth, I guess, is the top.
But you got brothers on social media. One of them's got millions of followers. What does he do to support the restaurant socially?
Every once in a while, he'll
post
once a week?
No, on a blue moon.
Vincent's a little selfish because it's always about what Vincent wants to do on Vincent's timing. So it's almost like he'll throw us a bone sometimes. So I stop asking.
Does he understand the jeopardy?
Yeah, but I don't know if he really cares about it. I'm not sure.
He's your brother, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Vito and Vincent. I want to meet them later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm at the Juicy Box in Brooklyn, New York. Yesterday, I saw firsthand how owner and manager Q has completely mismanaged this once popular Haitian restaurant. I now need to talk with Zappy, Q's sister. She's supposed to be Q's helping hand, but it seems like she's causing more issues than she's solving. Zappy,
Yeah,
how are you feeling?
I feel good.
You feel good?
Yes, how are you?
I'm pissed off.
I know.
I'm upset for your father right now. Your dad's a hard-working man. He's busted his ass off to get what he's had. He comes in here and it's all sort of fun and games. What about your role? How do you define your role?
I'm just a helping hand. I may help out here and there, but that's pretty much who I am, what I do. Most of the time I'm hanging out here. Sometimes I'm working, sometimes I'm not. I'm the vibe. I keep the juice flowing. I drink, I party.
Are you enjoying the partying more than you are working?
Yeah. I've gotten comfortable with it.
I don't want to see any of that also working. I can't wave a magic wand. On top of that, your father's hurting. There's a lot of money at stake, and we need to start turning this place into a profit.
Yeah.
Are you with me? Are you in or you're out?
Yes, I'm standing 10 toes with you.
I need that voice. And above all that, it's about actions, okay? This place wasn't owned by your father. You would be out of a job 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Zappy says she's on board to change her behavior, but she's not the one in charge. That responsibility falls on Q. I need to see if he actually has what it takes to be a restaurateur, or if I have to tell his dad it's time to cut his losses so he doesn't take the other businesses down.
Young man, where in the hell do we start? Seriously. First of all, I didn't have a dad that took care of me the way your father's taking care of you. That's a big plus for you. You may be young, but you're not dumb. Be honest with me. Do you really want this, or do you want to around?
I want to run the restaurant. I want to take this place to a new height. Never been before. But if I want to run this restaurant successfully, it can't just be me. I have to have a solid team behind me.
So you're saying the team behind you is not solid?
Not all the way. My sister didn't know where things were at. Marjan was running all over the place. Steph is the head chef, but the kitchen was lacking items. It's weighing me down.
The buck stops with you.
Yeah.
You have to set the example. The relationship with your little sister, how hard is that?
Oh man, it's a battle. She has a hard head, but she's headstrong. So, you know, I tell her things like, we have to work this way, we have to do this.
I appreciate that, but you're also partying with her in the same building.
Right.
So it's like, do as I say, not as I do, where she's going to absolutely ignore you. Because why should she do what you say when you're not doing it yourself? You have to set the boundaries. This place opened at the beginning at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Correct.
We're now open at 2, and all of a sudden, we're not even enjoying any early morning customers. And starting your day with a shot. This place is a business, okay? It's not a party house.
Jeez.
And the sad news is, and he hasn't told you this yet.
Yes.
But you've got 60 days.
Saugerties, New York. At Love Bites, it's not just this restaurant that's close to collapse. Owners Chris and Tess's relationship is also at breaking point.
I need my bar tickets.
Yep, you'll get it when I send it. Just like you send in your tickets when you want to.
Time to find out if the food is lacking in love too.
This is our spicy breakfast salad.
Thank you. That is really bad. Also, there's just not even seasoning. Those eggs are terrible. Terrible.
I need a bun for Gordon.
Yes, hoagie roll. Here.
Fresh? I need a fresh one.
Let me grab another bag.
3-day-old bun for Gordon.
Is everything?
It's just not really seasoned, it's just bland. You think $16 for that, it's a high price for some very bad scrambled eggs. This place is full, right? It's got to show a little bit of care, right?
100%. You have to cook with love.
Well, love bites if you don't cook with love, right?
All right, Chris, Gordon said that there's absolutely no seasoning in the spicy breakfast eggs.
Great. I don't know what else to say. These dishes have been sitting up here. What do you think's gonna happen? This dish has been up here for 5 minutes sitting.
All right,
it's gonna be
now. I'm going now.
I can make the best food ever, and with the time we bring it out to him, it's gonna be terrible.
Do you want me to take this to Gordon, or?
What's the matter with you? This is a table.
Okay.
Ow!
And this is a
I do have
popcorn,
a
right?
crab. Yes, this
Yeah.
is the most popular dish, and the crab
Right.
Benedict, which you have coming right out.
Thank you. French dip, an absolute staple. You know, it actually tastes okay, but this guy just throwing food out. He's just going through the motions and literally banging food out of here. What a shame.
All right, do I have to remake the eggs on this one now because we left it here because we couldn't get it out because we brought it to the wrong table?
Yep, I got it. All right, Gordon, and the
geez.
crab cake eggs Benedict.
Thank you. It's such a shame with this because it's actually quite nice, the French dip, but it's just there's so much bread and tiny brisket. This thing should be packed with brisket, dip and eat. But
I agree.
thank you. Does
Thank
not make
you.
sense.
All right, guys, Gordon said that the French dip is actually very good,
Nice.
but there's too much bread and not enough meat.
Okay. Understood. He usually doesn't like anything.
Crab Benedict, $21. Everything's just so greasy. So, are they frying these again? So, yeah, why did you deep fry them?
I don't know.
Listen, I've had worse, but $21, yeah, I'm embarrassed for him.
I'm so sorry.
This restaurant's called Love Bites, but I've tasted nothing that's made with love, let me tell you.
After the conflicts and stress I've witnessed in the restaurant today, it's time for me and Tess to have a talk.
Oh boy. First of all the screaming. Who's he shouting at?
Mostly me. And when we get home, he doesn't use the word sorry, or he doesn't know how to apologize, so instead he just pretends it doesn't happen.
Why did you buy this business? What did you want from this?
I didn't want this business, Gordon. This was Chris's decision.
Right.
But when he bought the business, it was just too much for him to take on alone. So then I had to quit my job and come here.
And have you set a date for the marriage? I mean,
No.
engaged for 6 years.
I don't know if I really want to marry Chris.
I'm at El Cantito, where I've just witnessed food being served that could have killed someone.
No more customers. Shut it down, okay?
Chef, the chicken was undercooked.
I hope that, you're okay, and if you need anything, just let us know.
This is not the first time that's happened. It's happened a few times.
Gordon asked me to tell everyone to leave.
I need to talk to head chef Julio and his sister Debbie now.
Chef wants to meet you.
Are you kidding me?
To figure out what the hell is going on, because this place is a total nightmare.
Hey.
Hey, chef.
It's Julio.
Yes.
How are you? That lunch was not what I expected. Julio, how do you send raw chicken out to a young kid? The poor kid was puking up in the bathroom. I'm disappointed because I came in, I grabbed this bio, and the line that stands out is that my gratification emerges when a customer tries a meal I prepared for them and leaves feeling fulfilled, as if they've just left my grandma's kitchen. Honestly, halfway through my lunch, I wanted to pick you up and fly down to Puerto Rico to remind you of what it should be like. Who wrote the recipes there?
Me. But I don't have them written down. I have them.
So you're just cooking from memory?
Mm-hmm.
So we're guessing?
Well, yeah.
Everything just tasted greasy, no seasoning, and just it was really unpleasant. If this young man wasn't your brother, would you employ him?
No. My brother
brother has a passion for cooking, and I believe in his food. And we had it. We had it there at the beginning. We lost it because we don't have help. We don't have the proper personnel.
I was under a lot of pressure. I mean, I do everything. I do the groceries, I come back, I prep, I cook it, I plate it, I serve it. I ask the guests how they're doing. I go back there, I do it all over again. And every day.
He's tired just like I am. I come in here, I sweep, mop, you know, and have a second job because I have another job, so.
Do you have a second job?
Yes, I do. Yeah. I work for...
Does that money come into the business?
Yeah.
I had no idea we were this far down the ladder. And the one ingredient I'm missing most, do you know what it is?
Love?
Love. The one ingredient you can't buy. When you don't raise those standards in that kitchen, it just disappears. It's hard to help a chef that's given up. I'm here to help. Do you want to be here?
Of course I want to be here.
I'll be back in 24 hours. I want to see this place functioning. I want to see what it's like behind the line, in the dining room. I want to have a look at where the cracks are. Try to put some passion into it. Would you please?
Yes, I will, Chef.
I'm in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, at South Brooklyn Foundry, where I've eaten some very expensive but mediocre food.
$30. It's overpriced and under-delivering.
Now that the lunch rush is over, it's time to talk to the owners.
Kelly,
Yes.
let's have a catch-up. Bring me the chef out. Let me say hello to the chef. And ladies, can you give me 2 minutes with the owners? Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah? Hey, Ray.
Hey, man.
How are you?
Good, man.
You good?
Always.
Yeah, excellent. Take a seat. Listen, that was a tough experience for me to sit there through that lunch. That was painful. The food is mediocre. The timings and the wait was ridiculous. The bucatini, $28. The burger, $30. Why are we so high?
I give her prices, and correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you ever say, no, that's too cheap?
I didn't set the prices for the burgers, Ray.
You kept saying we have to raise the prices. We have to raise the prices.
What's happened?
I'm in a lot of debt.
Right. But I mean, you both are as partners.
No, I have the debt.
You have the debt. So it's your place. I thought this thing was 50-50.
It is.
So when we started South Brooklyn Foundry, I gave $25,000 cash, and he got his percentage for being the chef.
The concept was mine, the recipes were mine, and I felt like that was equal or more to someone just putting in cash.
So you're burdening the debt?
Yes.
Let's face it, if tomorrow the restaurant goes out of business, who's going to be stuck with all that debt? Me.
Ray, help me out here. You're taking 70 grand a year. Is that right?
Yeah.
Why aren't you burdening 50% of that debt?
I got the vision, I got the concept. I've opened many places and I have other businesses.
What other business you have, Ray?
Pizzeria.
He's not here most of the time. It makes me upset because this place is not where it's supposed to be right now.
Working locally at a different place is not an issue. Even though they're both cooking, they're different dynamics. Hard work is something I'm comfortable with. Like, I can do that.
Is this a full-time job for you?
Yes.
How many hours a week do you put in?
It's 50.
50 hours a week. And why do you look like that, Kelly?
Ray, I think that since I signed up for the show is when you started coming in.
No.
Wow.
Yes.
No.
Wow.
No.
Seriously?
No.
Okay, so now the truth unraveling.
I've been in here. I've been doing it.
If he's working all the hours he says he is, how come our sous chef has 70 hours a week?
Wow. Well.
Danny's our sous chef, and he's great. I think Danny could take Ray's job in a minute.
I'm having a hard time trying to understand this mess. I don't get this. And you guys called me in here to sort this
out.
Well,
I'm not here.
not you guys. I wasn't on board for this.
So you weren't on board?
No.
Right. So you don't think there's any problem in this restaurant whatsoever?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, clearly you are, because you want to stick your head in the sand and say, it. There's not a mess here.
I think if the reason she called was to fix a relationship, I think...
No. This relationship's gone. This here. It's toxic.
I concur on that, yeah.
You're a 50-50, but no risk. And calling the shots when it's on her shoulders.
When she was calling shots, she was in the red. Now that I'm calling shots with finances, we're in the black.
Is that right, Kelly?
I don't know.
It was negative.
And you don't know? Holy, oh my God, she doesn't know. I'm on the Jersey Shore at Maxie's Bar and Grill. I've tasted their famous hot dogs. That is terrible.
I don't think he's happy at all.
Discovered a love triangle.
But you own the restaurant. We can have this conversation later. Thank you.
And now I need to meet the owner, Jennifer. Let's catch up, shall we? To find out why this 95-year-old restaurant is on the brink of collapse. Last customer's gone, yeah?
Yes.
I'll come on to the food in a minute. There's quite a lot to say. And also, I'd like to talk to the chef. There's some real issues with that.
Sure.
But it wasn't good. Take me back to the beginning when you took over.
I took over, I would say, in 2018. But I've been doing this since I'm 15 years old, off and on, with my dad, my grandma, my whole family. And I always say that Max's is more than just me. It is part of this history of Long Branch. It's part of the community. People come to me and said, my dad's last meal was a Max's hot dog. I put a Max's hot dog in my dad's coffin. That means something to me.
The dogs. Why were they so dry and salty? Why were they cracked and dry?
Our hot dog has been a staple here for 9.5 decades.
Wow.
And I'm not quick to change.
Wow. That's not good enough.
I also think Jake, it's my ex-husband, I don't think that he's purposely make things bad, but I think that he lacks passion. I think that he's just lost something along the way.
Why would you keep him here?
He agreed to, hang in there for the kids, but not as a married couple, I guess you could say.
Now Jake is with MK. Just the scenario being new to this. Why would you keep her here?
MK coming on board was a decision I made because I lost 2 full-time employees in April. Very quickly, I had to fire them. And I don't know if I made the best decision. She's not a very good communicator. I can't sit and have a level-headed conversation and get my point across. It becomes too toxic.
We're at boiling point here, but you're the boss.
I am, and I'm not respected.
I love the fact you want to continue this legacy. I love all that, but you're grunting the risk, the responsibility, trying to continue the legacy. It's not working. Clearly we've got issues with the food. Clearly the customers aren't biting. And there's fighting in front of those customers. But what I need to know is, how deep are you in now financially?
Well, that's very embarrassing. I have to be honest. I mean, I'm, well over $1 million.
I'm in debt.
In debt.
Holy.
Yeah.
Jennifer. I'm here to help, but it's going to get hard before it gets better.
I know that.
Can I meet him?
Yes.
Yeah? You get him out,
Yes.
please? I need to meet Jennifer's ex-husband, who's also the current kitchen manager, and dig a little deeper into this hot dog disaster. Hey.
Hi, Chef.
Hey, how are you? Gordon. This must be Jake, right?
Yes.
Wow. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Yeah, okay doesn't give me much confidence.
No.
Let's talk about the food, shall we? Because you're the kitchen manager there. That's your title, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, the food's dreadful. I don't see anything famous about the dogs. Why do they taste processed, dry and rubbery?
That's the way I was taught and shown by ownership. That's the way they always been.
This legacy was not built on that we've just eaten, let me tell you. I'm in Port Washington, New York, at the family-run restaurant, Diwan.
All right, guys, is that garlic naan for me?
I've tasted what's on offer, and now it's time for an honest chat with husband and wife owners, Bobby and Margaret. Bobby, sit down, please. Margaret, please sit down. Oh, boy. Should we talk about the food?
Yes.
It was disappointing.
Why do you think that?
I didn't expect a hummus on here. You don't serve hummus with lashings of vegetable all on top. It's almost an insult to hummus. And then the sweet and sour cauliflower. The cauliflower was just soggy and overcooked. The sizzle platter was embarrassing. The shrimps were so bright with the artificial food coloring. The biryani came. And I'm not here to tell you how to cook authentic Indian cuisine, but you know that's not biryani.
Yes, I know it's not biryani.
The lack of authenticity. It doesn't taste anywhere near as special as it should do.
Okay. When I came to this country, the first restaurant that I started, we were the best Indian restaurant for 20 years. I feel the pinch not because my food is not good. I feel the pinch because clientele is changing.
The problem is, Bobby, the business has gone. And the only person you're blaming are the customers. You're still serving the same food in that kitchen that you were back in 1989, and you're telling me that's still good enough to run this business. I'm not going to insult you, but I am going to tell you the truth. The customers have given up on you. This neighborhood is now moving you out. They're not biting, Bobby. How many chefs do you have in the kitchen?
Now we have about 7.
And you're still cooking every day, and you have an executive chef by your side.
I must put in about 50 to 60 hours in the kitchen. For a chef, it's hard to retire and walk away.
Margaret, in your mind, what do you think Bobby should be doing right now?
I think he should be scaling back and preparing for retirement. But he has this fire in his belly.
This is what I've done all my life. I just love this.
You love losing money.
$100,000 a year is nothing.
What?
I have made money. It is a playground for me.
Oh.
So I can almost do anything, from a burger to steak to...
You just don't get it, do you?
My wavelength and Gordon's wavelength is on a different level. I know I lose money. I lose thousands of dollars, but I think since it's my place, I can feel free to experiment.
You've tried so many concepts, they haven't worked. And the level of confusion is off the charts. Fundamentally, and if I maybe tell you, then you can tell him later, Mr. Concrete Head. Nothing's changing in here. And putting money into it, whether it's 30,000 or 100,000, is an obvious sign it needs to change.
I don't think Bobby is closed to suggestion. But I don't think Bobby will take his advice very lightly.
And I can't wait to see how Mr. Stubbornhead operates this place.
Okay.
Thank you. Bobby's one of those die-hard, thorough Indian chefs that came over here in the 80s and really helped put Indian cuisine on the map, especially in this neighborhood. And he thinks by adding 100 grand, 200 grand every year to keep this place open, he's still doing a good job. That is a sign of a delusional, stubborn chef that cannot see the wood for the trees. And more importantly, has never let go.